Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hello everybody and welcome to the Butler County High School Sports Reports broadcast of New Miami and Landmark Christian. I'm Chris Vogt, riding solo tonight. Got my man Corey Davidson operating the camera duty, so if you have any issues, I'll go ahead and have to give it to him. No, we're good. Glad you guys could join us. Coming into the game, New Miami is 0-1. They fell against Gamble Montessori 36-6. Last year. You're going to stop for a prayer, pardon me. All right, thank you very much. There we have New Miami coming off a 36-6 loss to Gamble Montessori. They're going to try and bounce back against a stellar Landmark Christian program. New Miami's head coach is Andy Stuckert. He's in his third year at the program. Over on the Landmark Christian side, Mike Goodpaster. That's his 8th season at the helm. They won 41-6 against Riverview East last week. 370 yards rushing on 39 rushes. He said that's bread and butter right there. They got 2 freshman starters. We're going to keep an eye out on them. We're going to see plenty of work from Caleb Bush, Isaiah Klepty, Justin Wilson, Caleb Vetter, John Bolzer, Jaden Brogdon, and Hudson Mortimer, as well as Peyton May and Jacob Newton on New Miami's side. Emmerich Moffitt, he was the starting quarterback for the New Miami Vikings. He will be out due to injury last week. He will likely be back next week, so we're going to keep an eye on that. So Dawson Hayes and Luke McGraw, they're going to be the go-to guys on the defensive side as well as the offensive side, so we'll keep an eye on them. Doing the starting duties at quarterback is Mason Stevens. New Miami is going to be kicking off to Landmark, moving from left to right on your screen. Again, thank you very much for joining us on this toasty Friday night here in Ross. And we're off. Doing the kicking duties was Bo McGraw. That's picked up, brought to the 35-yard line by John Bolzer. Talked to Andy Stuckert prior to the game. He said, look, we were in the Gamble Montessori game until Moffitt got hurt in the third quarter. And then a 13-6 ball game after the half. And then it was all downhill from there for the Vikings. Got a lot of good action from around the county. We'll keep you up to date. Shotgun split back formation for Landmark. Hand off to the left side. That's number 85, Jacob Newton. He's got some room past the 50-yard line. About a gain. I'd say about a 25-yard gain. Down to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, Eagles.
First and 10, Landmark, number 38.
Hand off to number 44. That's Hudson Mortimer, and he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a loss of 2. Second down and 12 at the 41-yard line. Got the split back formation again. Hudson Mortimer to the left, and his bright Ross sun staring right at us. Justin Wilson hands it off to number 25. Jaden Brogdon with some running room down the side, and a gang of Vikings trying to take him down, not before he gets inside the 20-yard line for a first down.
And that's another first down, Eagles.
Looking at under 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter if you're just tuning in. So far, 3 plays for Landmark down inside the 20-yard line. 3 plays, 3 runs, and that's exactly what Mike Goodpaster said. Landmark is not part of the OHSAA. They are in their own little. There's a handoff up the middle to Hudson Mortimer. Gets down to the 11-yard line. Talked to Mike Goodpaster and said, "Hey, we're ranked number 8th in the nation in OHSA non-affiliated programs. Last year they won a bowl game again in Panama City against a team from Maryland. So these guys have been there before." I guess on the new Miami side, it's just going to be a matter of just staying healthy and staying not gassed, and that's exactly what Coach Andy Stuckert for the Vikings said. Hand off, Hudson Mortimer. And that's going to be a first down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal for the Eagles.
And that's enough for another first down, Eagles. We're at 1st and goal.
I want to thank Justin Beck from Ross High School, athletic director. He's set us up in prime position for this contest.
1st and goal on the 5.
1st and goal for the Eagles on the 5-yard line. If you're just tuning in, I'm Chris Vogt riding solo here in Ross Township. Handoff up the middle, and that's Jaden Brogdon. And he gets in the end zone for a 5-yard score. Touchdown, Eagles. Just under 9:30 to go in this first quarter. Lining up for the kick is Caden Vonderhaar. Kicks up. Looks like it's good. And we're looking at 7-0 Landmark
Our score, your Landmark
to start the scoring.
the Miami Vikings 0.
We're going to go ahead and take a break here from the OHSAA sponsors.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
From around the county, Baden takes on St. Francis de Sales, Mason at Hamilton, Fairfield at Middletown, Clinton Massey at Edgewood, Norwood at Talawanda, Madison at Fenwick, Ross at Monroe. Joel and Dan's doing that on our other YouTube radio station. Lakota West at Lakota East, and right here, New Miami and Landmark Christian. Kickoff, short kickoff. Looks like New Miami is going to smother it after it hits Luke McGraw's leg. And New Miami will start at their own 35-yard line. Coming out of the break there, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on that drive. Brogdon 5-yard run puts Landmark Christian up 7-0. Like we were talking about before with Andy Stuckert, New Miami was in that Gamble Montessori game, 13-6, and then unfortunately for the Vikings, fourth quarter did them in as M. Moffitt, their starting quarterback, had to go to the sidelines. He'll be out likely till next week. Handoff up the middle, first down, New Miami, and that's Luke McGraw, 12-yard gain. Right off the bat there, New Miami with the run up the middle. I can imagine Mason Stevens will sit in that shotgun and work off of that. Andy Stuckert said he'd like to throw more with Mason Stevens, but the ground game is going to look a little more promising on that end. Looks like we got kicked off the broadcast there. Pardon me about that. I'm not for certain exactly what happened, but we're back in action. Scores from around the county here. Baden up on top of St. Francis de Sales in the first quarter. Lakota West 7, Lakota East nothing. Fairfield 15, Middletown nothing. Second down 11 at the 15. Handoff, McGraw up the middle. Churns down to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 5 possibly. You got another 3rd and mediocre here for New Miami. Let's see where we go. Mason Stevens in the shotgun once again. Strong in motion. Luke McGraw to the left of him. And looks like Andy Stucker's going to call a timeout. At the 11:03 mark of the second quarter. They've got 2 timeouts left, or 1 timeout left for the Vikings. I'm going to hit up the scoreboard for more action around the county. Right here at Ross High School, Landmark 13, New Miami nothing. New Miami on the verge of putting some points on the board. Edgewood 7, Clinton Massey 3, Baden 7, St. Francis nothing. Fenwick 3, Madison nothing. Ross Monroe still sitting at nothing. Dan and Joel, if you wanted to tune into the radio network right here on our YouTube channel, they've got the call. Reading and Talawanda nothing. Mason Hamilton nothing. Lakota West 7, Lakota East nothing, and Fairfield 15, Middletown nothing. All those scores
34 Vikings.
early in the contest. McGraw to the right of Stevens. In motion is Josh Woods. Back behind Stevens was Strong, and Stevens takes it. Looks like he's going to get to the first down marker, and that's going to push the chains. First and goal inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. New Miami knocking on the door even more. It's been an impressive drive, all things considered, prior, with Landmark going up on top 13-0. New Miami doing some responding. I'd imagine at this point, if you 2 quick scores on you, you just want to make sure your kids are just going to respond well, and that's what they're doing. Stevens calling out some commands here. Woods to the left of the line in motion. Handoff up the middle to McGraw. Gets down to the 1-yard line, and he's stuffed.
And he's stopped. Take it down.
Gets pushed back, but they're going to give him forward progress down at the 1-yard line.
Number 2, Jason White.
Mortimer and Watts on the stop.
Second to go. On the line.
3 wideouts for New Miami. To the left is McGraw. And there goes Stevens up the middle. And he gets in. They gave it to him. Touchdown, New Miami. Stevens with a 2-yard gain. Plunges it in at the 9:22 mark. We'll see what New Miami does here. Talking to Stucker prior to the season, he said we're likely just going to go for it. We'd love to have a kicker on the program, but I tell you what, might as well try and put a couple more points on the board if you know you may not be able to put it through the uprights. Appreciate you tuning in to the Butler County High School Sports Report live here at Ross High School with Landmark in New Miami.
And the people conversion is no good. Our score, your Landmark.
Stevens tried to hit Josh Woods on a flat. Incomplete. 9:22 to go here in the first half. Still 1 possession game there. Landmark missed the extra point. On their second touchdown run, that was Mortimer on a 35-yard scamper. Prior to that, Brogdon with a 5-yard touchdown run. Let's go to the Butler County High School Sports Reports score stream. You can go to bchssreport.com for live scores. Baden 7-0 over DeSales. It's still 7-3 Edgewood over Clinton Massey. Still 3-0 Fenwick over Madison. Lakota West and Lakota East still 7-0 there. And 15-0 Fairfield over Middletown.
Kicking off New Miami, number 14, Bo McGraw.
Bo McGraw is going to kick off. Almost there. The sun's almost down past the tree line. You can see it trying to sneak through our lens. McGraw with the kickoff, and that's a stellar return past the 50-yard line.
Return number 85, Jacob Newton.
Jacob Newton on the return. I'd imagine New Miami would actually be sitting sweet if they wouldn't give up 370 yards rushing on the ground, which is what Riverview East did to, or what they did to Riverview East last week in Landmark Christian's first victory. Now this is a non-OHSAA sanctioned game. There goes Justin Wilson to the right side. Past the 50-yard line, down to the 30. First down, Landmark. A quick 25-yard gain. Reaching the 9-minute mark of this first half.
Also the 20-yard run. First and 10 on the 27.
Ball's marked at the 27-yard line. Be a handoff to number 85, Jacob Newton. Jacob Newton takes the left side. He's got some room. Nice block. Gets an extra 5 yards and pushed out of bounds.
And that's another
By Jaden Strong. About a 19, I'd say an 18-yard gain. And that's down to the 10-yard line.
Number 85, Jacob Newton.
You're going to call that first and goal at the 10-yard line. Got to get 10 yards. It ain't going to be a first down, and that's going to be a touchdown. Hand off to number 44, Mortimer. Changes direction, but only gets 2 yards. I wouldn't be surprised if a good passer would say, hey, let's do a post route. They haven't thrown the ball once today. Handoff, Mortimer. Weaving and dodging, has the blockers. There's a flag on the play. He finds the end zone, but I'd imagine we're going to see that call back. As we expected, holding.
On the Eagles.
We'll replay the down here. Push him back a little bit. Clinton Massey takes the lead over Edgewood. That's 10-7. Lakota West up on top of Lakota East now, 14-0 in the second quarter. You can follow Jacob Bingham, who is at the Middletown Fairfield game, as well as Chris Gundrum. He's taking care of that Lakota West, Lakota East contest. We don't know where we're going next week. We'll let you know.
7-yard loss of the penalty.
New Miami heads back home against Deer Park. Stellar Deer Park program. Jet sweep, number 2, Caleb Bush, trying to find an angle to get through, but gets back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a 7-yard run. Third down and 10. Slash goal for the Landmark Eagles.
Goes to the 7-yard run.
6:30 to go here in the first half. And it looks like Goodpasture is going to call himself a timeout. 6:26 to go, 13-6. Landmark. We'll be right back. Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders.
Third and goal at the 10-yard line for the Landmark Eagles. 6:26 to go here in this second quarter. I'd imagine New Miami would love to get into the halftime break after a nice stop here. Let's see what good pasture cooked. New Miami seeing a spread offense here. And Justin Wilson takes a snap. A little crossbuck action from the shotgun. Finding the end zone as Mortimer weaving and dodging his way. I'd imagine just having New Miami's defense spread out is all Mortimer did to get in the end zone. Mortimer with a 10-yard touchdown run. That's his second of the contest. And we'll score that at the 9:20 mark. Doing the kicking duties is Caden Vonderhaar. He's a senior. Snap. Muffed. But it was put down, and he puts it through the upright. That's going to put the score at 20-6. And hopefully once we come back from that break, that sun's going to be down. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network. Welcome back to Ross High School, where Ross is hosting this contest between Landmark and New Miami. A squib kick
Squad up number 2, Jason Wyatt.
by number 51 was Levi James Sanders. And that's Jason Wyatt with the smother. New Miami is going to take over at their own, let's call that the, looking at the 40-yard line, yep, on the left hash.
First and 10, New Miami on the 40.
Stevens in the shotgun. We got 3 wide outs.
Flag on the field.
And we're going to get legal substitution on Landmark. 5 yards
On Landmark.
for the Vikings. Puts them at the 45-yard line of their own. 6:19 to go in the second quarter.
5-yard penalty. First and 5.
Josh Woods in motion. Handoff, Luke McGraw, and he fumbles, puts the ball on the ground, but I think he got it back.
And it's recovered by the Vikings.
And there's a flag on the play. First down. We'll see what this flag's all about here.
Ball marker.
Oh, ball marker, pardon me. Six minutes to go. And looks like it's at McGraw. When McGraw hit the ground there to recover his own fumble, he's hobbling off. And imagine that wouldn't be good, as Andy Sucker told us at the prior to this contest. Dawson Hayes and Luke McGraw is going to be our horses until we get back to full force. We're going to go and take a break. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos,
McGraw hobbles off the field quickly, and Stevens with the quarterback keeper and gets 1 yard gain. And that sun's finally down, hit the tip top of that tree line there here at Robinson Field. Told you that screen would look completely different. Second down and 9 for New Miami. Just inside landmark territory at the 46. Stevens in the shotgun. We get McGraw back out there to the left of him. Nope. Handoff to Dawson Hayes. Dawson Hayes gets stumped. Next to nothing on that play. And brings up third down. Third down and 9.
Third and 9.
We'll hit up Score Stream after this for yet some more scores right on your television screen. Baden 7, DeSales nothing. Clinton Massey 10, Edgewood 7. We'll finish up with some more after Mason Stevens calls this cadence. Takes a quarterback sack. Is looking for a pass play, but he was dropped down by number 60, pardon me, number 25, and that's Jaden Brogdon. Jaden Brogdon does a little bit of everything, offense and defense. Under 4 to play here in the first half. New Miami's going to line up to punt this bad boy off. Lakota West 21, Lakota East nothing. Fairfield 22, Middletown 7. Fenwick 10, Madison nothing. Still no score. I've got nothing. Ross and Monroe. Let me go and click on Dan and Joel's broadcast. There's the boot by New Miami, and that's returned by Landmark Christian down to the 40-yard line, to the 42-yard line, and that's where Landmark Christian is going to start this next drive. Let's see what Joel and Dan have cooking here. Looks like it's 7-6. Monroe over Ross in the second quarter.
First and 10 Landmark. On the 42.
Now, if this contest is over early, I may swing over and give you guys some bonus coverage of the Ross at Monroe contest if we're still going. Wilson looking over to the sideline saying, what's going on here? And I believe we're going to have a timeout with Landmark Christian. Hang tight as we wind down. 3:19 to go in this first half. Landmark 20, New Miami 6. Welcome back to Robinson Field. We've got no shadow. No more shadow for us here in the press box. Handoff up the middle. Looking at a 12-yard pickup across midfield.
And that's a first down.
First down.
Eagles.
Landmark Christian. Looked like a scamper from couldn't quite make out who that was.
13-yard run. First and 10, 46.
And the clock is ticking, ticking, ticking. Down to 3 minutes to go in this first half. Wilson with the shotgun. Hand off to Newton. Newton gets to the right side. They're finding some nice room along the sidelines. New Miami can't close it in, and that'll be roughly a 20-yard pickup.
Flag on field.
But we've got some laundry holding offense. We're going to bring that back. Newton's play is
Holding.
all but niched. And 2:46 mark of the second quarter.
9-yard gain after the penalty. Second and 1.
Wilson, handoff. Going to call that Brogdon.
And that'll give him the first down, Eagles.
That was not Brogdon, that was Newton. Newton picks up the first down. Down to the 33-yard line.
Four-yard gain. First and 10, on to 33.
Two minutes to go. 20-6. Landmark up on top of New Miami. Fake handoff, and Wilson's going to take it himself. Can't get outside. Shakes the tackle, but then is wrapped up by number 2, Jason Wyatt.
Run number 4, Justin Wilson. Second down.
Another penalty. Clock stops at 1:46. And we got a Landmark Christian man down. And as they're going to attend him, we're going to take a quick break. Hang tight with us as we're nearing the halftime break on the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network. Listening to the break, Dan and Joel making a call. Riley Caldwell for Ross. A long screen pass scamper into the goal line. Ross is looking to score just before the half. It's still 7-6 Monroe.
On the run, number 5, Jacob Newton.
Newton with a carry, 2-yard run. And pardon me, that's not a 2-yard run. Looking at about an 8-yard run. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. No, second down and 8. Pardon me.
Newton, 8-yard run. 38 on the 31.
3rd and 8. .39 seconds to go. Both programs have 1 timeout left to go. Wilson dropping back. Quick toss over to number 2, Klepke. Klepke smothered up.
Number 2, Caleb Bush.
Pardon me, that was Caleb Bush.
There's a flag on the field.
And you got a flag on the play here. No yard gain on that quick out to Caleb Bush. What we got going? He's going to pick it up.
Flag picked up. No flag on the field.
19 seconds left. I'd imagine if you're Landmark, you got possibly one big play, and then you got to call a timeout. Regardless, you want to give yourselves an opportunity to make a big play. And if you're tackled inbounds, you've got that 1 timeout to fall back on.
3-yard loss on that pass. 4th and 11.
4th and 11. For Landmark, and that's going to be at the 34-yard line. Good passer is not happy. Clock is running. I'm not for certain if, yeah, they're going to go ahead and run it down. They're not going to mess around here. They're not even going to take their timeout. I wouldn't imagine would you want to at least try a Hail Mary into the end zone? They call timeout just before the clock expires. And I believe you got 1 second left there. Looks like Ross is at the goal line. Let's see if we can get you tuned in until this next play.
If that makes any sense.
It makes sense.
Halftime show will be coming up. We're going to give you some scores.
Sure.
Some playoff type of scenarios for lots of the local teams. So we'll step away just for a few minutes here after this last play. And then we'll go ahead and be able to get you all caught up. So if you want to take your chance after this next play and get a bite to eat if you're listening on the radio.
Here we are down to the final play of this half. Wilson in the shotgun. Let's see what's going to happen here. Pardon me, that's not Wilson. Hail Mary, and somebody's got a wide open play in New Miami. Let's it go! Caleb Vetter, a connection. Caleb Vetter to Caleb Bush. The Caleb connection right there. Last play of this first half. 26-6. Landmark. That'll take us into the halftime break following this extra point. And it looks like Ross ended up getting a field goal. Monroe stopped him at the goal line. And Ross took the sure points there. I mean, when you say sure points at the high school level, sometimes you can't say that, but nice boot through the uprights. 9-7. Ross takes the halftime lead over Monroe. We're probably going to take a lengthy break during the halftime show. I'm going to hit the restroom. Nice scamper
And the quarterback sneak by Justin Wilson.
by Justin Wilson, and that gives Landmark a 28-6 advantage heading into the halftime break. Hang tight with us. Do what you need to do, and we'll be right back. Thanks for watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network. Welcome back to Robinson Field here at the beautiful campus of Ross High School. It's 28-6, Landmark Christian at the half. Scores from around the county. We'll start from the bottom of score stream on our Butler County High School Sports Report website. Nothing's been updated with that Reading-Talawanda contest. I'll keep you posted if we get anything there. Lakota West 35 to Lakota East. Nothing. Approaching halftime. Jacob Bingham reports it's 22-7. Fairfield over Middletown. As we approach halftime there as well. At the half, Mason 14, Hamilton nothing. Edgewood 13, Clinton Massey nothing at the half. Monroe and Ross. Ross leading Monroe on a last-second field goal to take it into the half, 9-7. And we're here in Ross. 28-6, Landmark Christian over New Miami. Fenwick takes a 17-0 lead into the half against Madison. And Baden holding the fort down at Fairfield High School where it's 10-0. Baden over Francis DeSales. In this contest here at Robinson Field, Jonathan Brogdon scores with 9:30 left to go in the first quarter for a 5-yard touchdown run to put Landmark up 7-0. Mortimer, 35-yard run with 5:19 to go in the first quarter, makes it 13-0 Landmark. And then Mason Stevens on a healthy drive by New Miami. That covered 85, we'll say no, that covered about 65 yards. Mason Stevens with a 2-yard plunge makes it 13-6. Puts New Miami on the board. That was 9:22 to go in the second quarter. And then Mortimer with a 10-yard scamper makes it 20-6. That was at the 6:20 mark. And then a long Caleb to Caleb touchdown connection. Beautiful from 35 yards out with 1 second to go. A little frustrating on the New Miami contingent there to give that touchdown up heading into half, but that makes it 28-6. We've got about 12 minutes to go. Not much a halftime show we got for you here, but we'll go ahead and keep you posted on some scores as we get them. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
Welcome back to Robinson Field. 2:25 to go until we're kicking off this second half between New Miami and Landmark Christian. Running down some more scores for you here on the Butler County High School Sports Reports website, bchssreport.com. Baden 10, St. Francis de Sales, nothing at the half. Fenwick 17, Madison nothing at the half. Landmark Christian 28, New Miami 6 at the half. All these scores are at the half. Ross, Monroe 9-7 Ross. Edgewood 13 and Clinton Massey 10. Mason 14, Hamilton nothing. Fairfield 22, Middletown 7. Lakota West 35, Lakota East nothing. And that's all I got for you right now. Nobody's updating that Talawanda Reading contest. Let's go to the Twitterverse, and let's go ahead and figure out if we can get an update there for you guys. Nothing going. We're reaching under a minute to go here until we kick off. Hang right with us. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network. Welcome back to second half action here at New Miami. And Lee Sanders on the kickoff, and Josh Woods smothers that in, and that will be taken at the 40-yard line, and that's where New Miami is going to go ahead and start this drive. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
First and 10 Vikings on the 40.
Let's see what Coach Andy Stuckert. Andy Stuckert had about a 5 to 10 minute conversation with his coaches on the sidelines. Well, the players were on the opposite end of the sidelines. Wonder what that talk was all about there. Maybe a little second half adjustments here. Mason Stevens takes it, gets a block, but he's smothered before we can get back to the line of scrimmage. He was hit by number 51, Levi Sanders. That's going to be a loss of 2 at the 38-yard line.
2-yard loss. Second and 12 on the 38.
Mason Stevens in the shotgun. Drops back to pass, and he gets hit. Ball comes out, and I think that's going to be incomplete. Forward progress on that throw. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. Reaching under 11 minutes to go in this third quarter. Landmark 28, New Miami 6. New Miami is going to take on Deer Park next Friday night, under the Mara Field lights. In downtown New Miami.
3rd and 12 on the 38.
Here comes Stevens. In motion is Josh Woods. To the left of him. Had the right idea in trying to hit Cirillo Lakes. And that brings up 4th down and 12. New Miami likely going to set up the punt as Bo McGraw. Bo McGraw lines up to give her a boot. Big shout out to Eric Hayes over here, New Miami Athletic Director. Haven't seen him in a while. I'll chat with you after this punt. McGraw boots it. About to hit a cheerleader. And that'll give Landmark possession. A good possession. We're going to probably call that a 3-yard punt. We're going to take a break here. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next.
Welcome back to Robinson Field. They called roughing the kicker on that last punt. You could imagine why that ball went elsewhere. And that ball's picked up down the sidelines. Number 85, Jacob Newton. He picked that up for a 55-yard touchdown.
Jacob Newton with the punt return.
It squibbed right into his hands. He found some lane. And that's going to make it 34-6. Well, you know, it's crazy to say. You almost want to say decline that roughing the kicker call, but you can't do that. McGraw with that rugby-style kick off the side of the foot, and that was scooped up by Newton, and he takes it the distance. Looks like they're going to line up for two here. If they do end up getting this two-point conversion, that'll bring in the running clock. Wilson to the right side. Has an open man. He hits number 84, Peyton May, for the two-point conversion, 36-6. Hang tight as New Miami takes possession after this break. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network. Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Report.
Comment number 72, Ian Stamper.
Recovered by number 72. And he's not on a roster.
Ian Stamper.
Yep, that was that Ian Stamper?
Yeah.
Good call. I'm glad I got you in the booth there, Corey, Mr. Corey Davidson, our cameraman. Get you guys some updates here. 10-0 still. Baden over DeSales. Fenwick 17. Madison 0. Ross 9. Monroe 7. Edgewood 13. Clinton Massey 10. Mason 14. Hamilton 0. Mason Stevens takes it himself. And he's lost about 3 yards there. Gets to the 45. Under 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lakota West 35, Lakota East 0. Can't find anything on that Talawanda Reading contest.
On the 45.
That's crazy. Running clock between that Lakota West, Lakota East game. We're also in the running clock here at Ross High School. 9:20 to go here in the third quarter. Mason Stevens drops back to pass.
Incomplete pass.
Had Jaden Strong there. If Jaden Strong kept going, he possibly could have had that little 10 and out route.
Is there running clock? All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're under running clock rule. Third and 13 on the 45.
Mason Stevens in the shotgun again. 3 wideouts for New Miami. quick in and out there, button hook. Looks like Strong. Strong gets himself about a 10-yard reception there, brings it to the 46-yard line in Landmark territory, 4th and about 4. Mason Stevens connects us. Imagine that might have been his first completion. Mason Stevens back, same play, same reception by Strong, and that's going to be a first down. It's about a 17-yard gain for the New Miami Vikings. Brings it down to the 32-yard line. Marching down the field is New Miami. Stevens gets the call from the sidelines, brings it into the huddle.
First and 10 Vikings on the 32.
Reaching 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter of the running clock. Hand off to McGraw.
On the run, number 12, Luke McGraw.
Luke McGraw gets himself about 8 yards there. We're going to call that, no, pardon me, 7 yards. We'll call it second down and 7 at the 25.
7-yard run. Second and 3 on the 25.
No changes in scores. Once we see an update in those third quarter contests, we'll get them to you. Stevens drops back to pass. Trying to look for that same play over to... And that was incomplete. That pass was intended for number 7, Cirilla Lakes. That quick 10 and out to Strong has been working on this drive, but nothing going there. That was his first check down. Under 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Third down and 3 for the Vikings at the Landmark 25. Stevens, hand off to McGraw. McGraw looks like he gets about 2 there, and he's going to be a yard shy. I'd say I would give him about a yard shy. 4th and 1. You're going for it. Dominic Goodman is their offensive coordinator, and you're going for it. Reaching 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Three wide receiver set with McGraw to the left of Stevens. In motion is Josh Woods. Stevens takes it himself. I'm not for certain if he got it there. It's going to be close. I'm not for certain if they're going to give it to him.
And they stopped him.
And that's a stop. First down, Landmark. I mean, that was close. But not worthy of a measurement. Want to thank you guys for tuning in for tonight's contest here at Ross High School with Robinson Field. Beautiful Robinson Field. 2 years ago, their turf was put down. It was a little bit of a surreal moment for Ross, and one of those things where he played nothing but mud on rainy days, on rainy Friday nights. Leaving right now, New Miami with the only Butler County program with the grass field. Keep it original, right? Hand off to Jacob Newton. Pushed out of bounds to the right side. Going to be a 9-yard gain. Under 3 minutes to play here. Yep, Madison had their football field put in at the beginning of the season last year.
Second and 1 on the 32.
That turf looks nice over there as well. Hand off to Mortimer. Mortimer is just a bruiser. Look out, he gets wrapped up, but he's going. I mean, it's taking the entire New Miami program to take him down. He gets hit 10 yards past the line of scrimmage and another 10 yards for a first down. 46-yard line. On this first down play.
First and 10 on the 46.
Just a bruiser. And at quarterback is number 11, Caleb Vetter.
On the run again, number 44. That's the runner.
Wilson did most of the action in the first half. Mortimer with another bruising carry for about 6 yards there. It's going to bring up second down. We'll give or take 5 or 4. And looks like we've got a timeout on the field there. After we come back from the break, we've got a minute 13 left in the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and run down some scores for you. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
On the 49.
36-6 here. Under 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. In the running clock. Mortimer with 2 touchdowns. And pardon me, I believe he's got 3 touchdowns in this contest. Caleb Vetter, a quick toss to the right side. Looks like it's number 84, Peyton May. Nice little 10 and out. First down play. It's nice and cool now in this press box, isn't it there to Corey? We're winding down to the fourth quarter here as we hit the third quarter buzzer. And we're going to flop sides here as we enter the final 12 minutes of this contest. You're watching the Butler County High School Sports Reports Network.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line for Landmark. Vetter drops back, looking for a deep throw across the middle. Number 84, Peyton May, but good defense by Strong. Strong prevented a long touchdown strike. Strong said, I'm not letting that happen again this time. The Caleb connection with 1 second to go, heading into the halftime break for Landmark. A little wind knocker, a gut punch to New Miami heading into the break. Handoff up the middle. It's going to bring up third down. That carry was number 25, Jaden Brogdon.
Number 25, Jaden Brogdon. 4-yard gain.
Check some scores here for you as over around the county. And you can go to bchssreport.com and hit up our score stream. Still nothing going in that Talawanda Reading contest. Vetter pump fake, has a man, and he caught it. Oh, he missed it. Just out of the outreached arms of Landmark's wide receiver, and he's down. That would have been another beautiful connection. We're looking at 10-13 to go in the contest. 36-6. Landmark Christian's receiver is going to be attended to. We're going to take a quick break. Fourth down and 6 play for Landmark. Man in motion. Vetter's going to take it himself. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. New Miami's going to gain possession. Good defensive stand. Good defensive stand by...
I'm told there is a pizza special. A Rosa's full entire pizza for $10.
Yeah, that was Dalton Gentry. Good call. Under 9 to play here at Robinson Field.
First and 10 Vikings on the 34.
Mason Stevens and company in the shotgun as they have been all game. 3-man wide out. Stevens back to pass. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get himself about 5 yards. You know, we were talking to Andy Stuckert prior to the contest. He says, hey, if Mason Stevens can get himself in a position to understand the field and make those calls just like he did there, he's going to develop into a decent quarterback. Now, at the beginning of the season, M. Moffitt was the slated quarterback, but got hurt last week against Gamble Montessori. And the report is expecting him to come back next week. Handoff up the middle, and I'm assuming that's one of the McGraws. McGraw gets about 2 yards there. That was Luke. Brings up 3rd down and 4 at the 40-yard line.
1 yard gain. 3rd and 4 on the 40.
Under 7:30 to go in this contest. Stevens calling the cadence. Gets the shotgun snap. Looking over to the right side. Tries to hit strong on that usual. 10 and out. It was there in the 3rd quarter. Unfortunately, Landmarks put the pressure on that. 4th down and 4. 6:30 to go in this contest. We'll definitely make one more check back on ScoreStream.
4th and 4 from New Miami on the 40.
And there's a reason why there was no score update. Talawanda 7, Reading nothing in the 3rd quarter. Talawanda looking to get their first victory of the season. They lost to Monroe last week. I went ahead and covered that contest. Edgewood 19, Clinton Massey 17. That's in the 3rd quarter.
Offside.
No other changes there.
5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th and 9 on the 35.
Vikings false start. Brings it back to the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th and 9. 5:30 to go in this contest. Back to pass. A stop and go to Strong. And Mason Stevens led him a little too far on that. We're going to reach 5 minutes to go as Landmark takes over on one of these final possessions. If you heard that can opening, it was a Mountain Dew, just to let you know. It was a Mountain Dew. Don't worry. Looking at 4:54 to go in this contest. New Miami, I believe, took a timeout there.
First and 10 Little on the 35.
Now, ScoreStream's correct. 45-0 Fenwick over Madison. That's just a romping right there. My goodness. And it's the only change I've got there for you guys. Joel and Dan are reporting And it's 9-7 Ross still heading into the fourth quarter of the Butler County Clash. Handoff up the middle.
On the run, number 8, Andre
And
Slabber.
that was Andre Slabber.
Second half.
Hitting the 4:30 mark of this contest here at beautiful Robinson Field on the campus of the Ross Rams. I remember when the field turf laid down. Actually, I came here and covered the first contest that took place. That was a girls' soccer match. It was fun. It was pretty cool. And I covered the first soccer match on Spooky Nook last night, too. Baden Rams boys soccer program. Hand off to the left side. That is Slabber again.
On the run, number 8, Andre Slabber.
Slabber gets himself a first down, moving the
that's a
chain.
first down, Eagles.
.330 to go in the contest. I mean, for the most part, the second half has been a quick one, yes, obviously with the running clock, but, you know, it's 8-0 Landmark Christian in this second half. Hand off to Slabber again to the left side. And we imagine we're going to get a hold.
Slabber, flag in the field. Holding on Eagles.
Going to bring that play back. Brings up first and that's a dang. Really slapping him on him. A 15-yard loss. First down in eternity for Landmark. 2 minutes to go. Slabber, same exact play to the left side. New Miami smothers that one up.
Andre Slabber, second half.
And tackled by was number 8, Dawson Hayes. Looking at 1:30 to go in the contest. If you're just tuning in, let me run down how some of the action went. In the first half, Brogdon with a 5-yard run makes it 7-0. 9:30 to go in the first. Mortimer, 35-yard touchdown scamper, makes it 13-0 Landmark. And then Stevens with a 2-yard plunge for New Miami makes it 13-6. Mortimer 10-yard run, 20-6 Landmark. And then the Caleb to Caleb connection to end the half to make it 28-6. And then another Mortimer scamper puts us at 36-6. As we're winding down under the minute to play. Hand off up the middle is Slabber. Slabber doing most of the carries on this drive.
Andre Slabber. Third down.
Got time for one more here, and we're going to call it a night here at New Miami. I want to thank Corey Davidson. Always a pleasure sharing the press box with you, man. Appreciate it. And giving me players' names of guys that don't have right numbers on the roster, so I appreciate that. New Miami will be at home against Deer Park next week.
And that's going to do it.
And that's the ball game. 36-6. Landmark takes care of New Miami. Before we head out, let me run through some scores here. Fenwick. See you, brother. Have a good one. Oh, Landmark has North College Hill next week, so that'll be a pretty good one. Fenwick 45, Madison nothing. In the final here at Ross, Landmark 36, New Miami 36-6. Landmark over New Miami. Lakota West 35 nothing over Lakota East. Talawanda 7-0 over Reading. We got Baden 13, St. Francis de Sales 7, Edgewood 19, Clinton Massey 17, Ross 9, Monroe 7. We've got Mason 14, Hamilton nothing, Fairfield 22, Middletown 7, and that's all I got for you. None of those are finals as they're approaching fourth quarter action there. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Chris Vogt, riding solo today. I want to thank Corey Davidson, Landmark for allowing us to broadcast their home game. And I want to thank Eric Hayes, an athletic director for New Miami, always being accommodating as always. Again, 36-6, Landmark over New Miami. Catch you guys next week. Thanks for watching the